Hey, welcome back. So, guys, as part of the previous session, we have seen a brief overview on primitive data types, in which we have seen a quick intro about that particular string, how exactly we can define it. Right. So let me create a new program where in which we will be discussing about a couple of methods we have on this particular string. So here I'm defining 9.js. So I just created a program with the name as a 9.js. So what I want to do right now, ideally, if at all you want to access the information present within a string, you can access it based on indexes. Okay, based on an indexes basically. In a simple terms, we can say that consider that we have a text Surendra. Okay, so S is starting with the 0th index like that. 6, 7, like that. Every character is having its index. S has a 0th index, U has a first index, R has a 2 index, like that. Every character in the string has an index, okay, has an index. Even depending on the need, we can get it based on the indexes. Okay, I can get a specific character from the string based on a specific index. So consider that, input name is equal to Surendra. Okay, let input name is equal to Surendra. I want to get a character. Let me add. Get fifth character from the string. Okay, from the string. So if it is a fifth character, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, for the fifth character, we need to check out the index position and we need to give it to char at method. Okay, we need to give to char at method basically. So what exactly the meaning of this one? From the string, whatever that particular character is there, get that particular character. Okay, so here console.log, and I'm giving a input name dot caret. So I just want to get my character at the fourth position. Okay, I just want to get my character at the fourth position. And now when I run it, see here n is being printed down. So here, see, let us see this particular chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. My fifth character is a n. We need to specify the index as our index is starting from 0. Okay, we need to give it as a 4 so that the fifth character will be retrieved. Okay, the fifth character will be retrieved. That's perfectly all right. So this is the way how exactly we can use a string method. Okay, and there are a couple of concepts that we need to know under this particular strings in this JavaScript. So the first thing that we need to know here is the characters in the string are immutable, which means we can't change them. Okay, so here consider that, see, the input name that we have given is a Surendra, right? So what I'm doing right now, input name of my first character is starting with a 0th index is equal to uppercase S. Okay, I'm just defining my first character as an uppercase S, and console.log, okay, console.log input name, as anyways we are just updating that input name, and I'm asking it to print that input name. See here, it doesn't change that particular character, so when you run it, still the Surendra is being printed now. Okay, when you run it, so the still the same Surendra is being printing down. The ultimate chunk out over there is, though you are trying to change that particular chunk, it's not updating. So let me rerun it, and If you check it out, still the Surendra is being there. So you can't change it basically. Instead, you can change the complete value. So instead of this one, so the input name, okay, the value that I am assigning here is Surendra Jagannatham. Okay, I can change the full name, but I can't change a single character that it is defined in a string. Okay, ideally in the real world, when you are working on your projects, precisely consider a JavaScripting, right? You don't encounter this situation, the playwright using a JavaScripting, right? You don't encounter this situation like you need to change a specific character. So we don't do that. So we will be replacing the string with a desired information, but we will not change any specific character. We don't have such requirements. And another thing that you need to consider here is, okay, another key point that you need to consider here is the strings, whatever we are defining here, is a case sensitive. Okay, the case sensitive. So what does the case sensitive means? It will treat both lowercase and uppercase in different ways or different variables, like a is equal to a. It's not the case basically. They are not equal. Okay, they are not equal. Let us see this example. Let name 1 is equal to Surendra. Okay, let name 2 is equal to Surendra. Name 1 is equal to Surendra and the name 2 is equal to Surendra. See guys, there is a no change in between these two variables if you look at the content. But the only difference between these two here is the first one is starting with a lowercase and the second one is starting with an uppercase. So console.log name 1 is equal to name 2. Okay, let me try to run it and see whether it is returning true or a false. So here it is returning the false. So it's not, considering that both are equal. So it is a case sensitive, which means that it is considering both as a different text basically. Okay, perfect. And additionally, we have a bunch of methods, a bunch of operations that we can perform on any kind of a strings. The various methods or the various operations that we can perform are concat. So, first of all, I will be explaining these methods first, and then I will show you an example also. It will be adding a one string within another string and a replace. So replace is the one which will be replacing some portion of a text within another portion. And to lowercase. So this will be converting the given string into a lowercase. To uppercase, this will be converting the given string into an uppercase. Trim, this will be removing the spaces. Okay, this will be removing the spaces. And then we have a split. Okay, wherever the delimiter encounters, it will be splitting that particular chunk. And then we have a slice. So what is the significance of this slice is it returns a string from a specified start index to an end index. So from the given string, basically, it will be getting a sub portion of the string. And even we have a substring also basically. So depending on our need, we will be using either a substring or a slice. Either of these things that we can use. Okay, that's fine. So here, let us see a simple example. Let name 1 hello. Okay, and then let name 2 Surendra. Let name 3 is equal to Jagannatham. So I have defined all these things. I just want to perform a concat operation. So what I want to do right now, so here name 1 dot concat. What is the method that I am using? Concat. And what I am doing right now? Name 2. For the name 1, I am adding this particular name 2 and I am trying to print this information. And when you run it, see here, hello Surendra information is being printed down to the console. So the ultimate point here, concat, is used basically to convert the given, to add the two different strings. Okay, to add two different strings. And here name2 dot to uppercase. So what are we doing right now? We are asking it to convert the given string into an uppercase. The same way console.log, and here I'm doing name1 dot to lowercase basically. Okay, to a lowercase. That's it. So I have defined it. So whatever the name2 is there, that will be converted into an uppercase. The name1 will be converted into a lowercase. That's what we asked it to do, and it performed that particular operation. Two lowercase and as well as a two uppercases. And here if you observe Surendra, I have defined some space here in the starting, and of course I have added a space at the ending also. Okay, now what I can do here is console.log name2 dot trim basically. Okay, I can use a trim method. What it will be doing is it will be removing the spaces before the string and as well as an after the string. Okay, it will remove the spaces before the string and as well as an after the string. Okay, perfect. And then what are we gonna do right now here is, so hello Surendra, let me add this one. Okay, let name4 is equal to, this is a Surendra. Okay, let name4 is equal to Surendra. So console.log name for a dot a split method. So I'm just using this particular split method. Okay, let me try to run this particular program and check it out. See here, the split method is converting the given string into an array. And here, what I am doing is asking it to split whenever the space comes into the picture. And when I run it, see here, it converted the given string into multiple strings wherever the delimiter comes into the picture. So this is a Surendra is a single word in which you have a space. So this it splitted as a one word. Is it splitted as an another word. Surendra it splitted as an another word. So split is a method for which if you specify the delimiter, where exactly the delimiter means where exactly you need to split. How many delimiters are there? It will be splitting the given string into those many subparts, which is a kind of an array basically. Okay, which is a kind of an array. Okay, and then the last one here that I want to show you here is a basically slice. Okay, so console.log, okay, name1 dot, okay, name1 dot a slice. I want to get the information from first to the third character. Okay, let me try to, or else let me name it as a 0 basically. That's gonna be the start index. So when I run it, HEL. So here, ideally, a question that comes in our mind, 0 to 3, which means 4 characters it should retrieve. 4 characters it should retrieve. Right. So why it is getting only three characters? See here, the reason is index we are specifying. Three index means that's gonna be the fourth character. But why we are getting only three? The answer out over there here is it will be getting whatever the end index that you have specified minus one character, it will be retrieving it. That's the reason we are getting the three different characters as an output from that. Okay, as an output from that. And additionally, depending on the need, if at all you want to know how many characters are there in the given string. Okay, how many characters are there in the given string? So simply I can say that name1 dot length method. The length is a method which will be getting the total number of characters in that particular string. Okay, length is a method which will be defining the total number of characters into a string. That's fine. So here, let me add you one small example and one last example. So here, let name 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, let the name 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Now here, what I want to do right now, console.log, okay, name1 dot concat of name 5. name5. Okay, name1 dot a concat of a name5. Let me try to run it. Basically, hello 123 got a retrieved. Now, what I am doing right now, console dot log name5 dot, see here we are not getting the concat. The reason is the name5 is a number that you are defining. So if at all you want to convert any number, okay, you want to convert any number into a string, so we need to use, so let name6, okay, name6 is equal to, we need to define it as a string of a name5. Okay, string of a name5. So what we are going to do right now, we are converting the name5 into a string and we are storing here. Either we can also define in this way also. Okay, we can also define in this way like string of 1 2 3, so that this 1 2 3 will be converting into a string. Now this time console.log, as we have already converted into a string, see here we are getting all the methods. Okay, so here we are getting all the methods that we have on top of a string. One thing that you need to remember is if at all you want to convert it into a string, then you need to use this particular approach, guys. Okay, perfect. These are all the various kinds of string methods that we have. Okay, done the deal. See you again in the next lecture. Thank you.